They kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Line 20!
Check, check. Yeah. You don't want none. Switch. Switch. What do you want? What do you want?
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Let's go.
Go.
Set. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. Motion to back.
Louis.
Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We're set. 19. Hey, 59.
I got you. Check.
On first down, Jefferson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 30 on second down, Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season. On second down, Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Third and long. It's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Rams first down.
Who's off Parker? Maverick!
He's coming, double up.
Shakes 3, 218, chop, touch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the third straight play. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On second and 11 now. Watson, he's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
36. Listen.
Goff now looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
DC. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
First down, Rams.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
We go tonight. Block 20.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Rams.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Come on, D. 44.
Super one.
Watch twist. Under 10.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Now let's get there.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 44th to Mike.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. 10 yards, good for the Saints. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Watson on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, to the court. Order. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
19. Mike, I'm coming. Tighten up. Alert. No. 58 to Mike, 58. 81. 59. Hassan.
Third and long. It's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Come on, man. Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hold on. Check. Let's go. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check the backer.
Again they run with Gurley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Mike's football. That's what I do. 44.
Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
19. Run the mic. Watch one. Stop your whining. Alert. So Mike's still off. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike one. Okay, double up.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. Runs the mic.
Here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Put the boys down, he's coming. Watch the whip. Henry. Watch the run. And no timeout.
Watson on third down. Completes it to Samuel. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Thomas, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. 3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
44's to Mike. 40 pal, you won. Hey, Foxtrot.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's gone. And he rifles one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
76, tell him. 76, 76, 44. Hey, defense, hands are close. We got it, we got it, we got it. Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On second and 11 now. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
6 yards. It's third down.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. 44 is the mark. 44 is the mark.
Now Goff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
76. Hey, wahoo!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, no, he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back.
Where's that? 19! I'm coming for you, son!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they?